Patrick Waugh had his Brian Hayward, Grand Fuhrer had his Andy Moog, and Vladislav Tretiak had this guy, a star with Moscow Dynamo for years, although he would lose on a regular basis to Red Army and the Soviet championships. Vladimir Myshkin is probably one of the most underrated athletes in Russian hockey history, and were it not for a comeback by the States in the third period in 1980, he would have been Olympic champion that year. Now, Vladimir Semyonovich Myshkin, born June 19th, 1955 in Kirovo-Chepetsk, the Soviet Union, is a former Russian ice hockey goalie. He was a goalie for HC Dynamo Moscow and the Soviet Union national ice hockey team in the 70s and 80s. Now, during a career in the Soviet Championship League, Myshkin was consistently among the top goalies in the association, and his Dynamo Moscow club was also among the best. However, rival Moscow club HC Siska won the championship almost every year he played, including an amazing 13-year run from 77 to 89, preventing Myshkin from winning a domestic championship until his last year. Now, he came to prominence in the late 70s when he earned a spot on the Soviet national team as a backup to Vladislav Tretiak. On February 11, 1979, he became a worldwide sensation when he was the surprise choice of coach Viktor Tikhonov to start an deciding game in the Challenge Cup tournament against the National Hockey League All-Stars. He responded with a sterling effort, shutting out Team NHL, which had Lafleur, Sittler, Perrault, the top stars, 6-0 to win the Challenge Cup. A couple of months later, he won his first of 6 world and European titles, the others coming in 81, 82, 83, 86, and 1990. Now, after Tretiak gave up 2 goals in the first period of the famous Miracle on Ice game versus U.S. in the medal round of the 80 Winter Olympics, Tikhonov replaced him with Myshkin. He faced only 2 shots in the second period and stopped them both, but gave up 2 goals in the third by Mark Johnson and Michael Ruzioni to lose 4-3, which gave, of course, America the gold and Soviets the silver. Now, in 81, he was a member of the Soviet team that won the Canada Cup, the only time Canada failed to win the tournament. He played 1 game and backed up Tretiak for the 8-1 victory in the final. Now, in 84, he won his only Olympic gold medal, backing up Tretiak for the last time, and he retired after the event. Now, in his first major event as starting goalie of the Soviet national team, he led the Soviets to a 5-0 record in a round robin of the Canada Cup by going 3-0 in 3 starts before being defeated by Canada 3-2 in overtime in the semis. Nonetheless, Myshkin played spectacularly that game in a losing cause, being named the USSR Player of the Game, and it was named the tournament's all-star squad. Now, as the starting goalie for the national team, he led them to the bronze at the 85 Worlds and a gold in 86 on home ice. The following year, Myshkin was replaced by younger goalies Evgeny Beloshikhin and Sergei Milnikov. After 86, he appeared only once more at the Worlds, that being in 1990 as the team's third-string goalie, in a largely token gesture, as he had already announced he would retire following the season. Now, Myshkin's last campaign would be a memorable one. He won the league championship for the only time in his career, as Dynamo finally ended Siska's long championship reign and won his first title since 1954. Then after the Worlds, after watching his team's first 9 games, he was given the start in the very last game. He finished his career in style, shutting out Czechoslovakia 5-0, which clinched the gold medal. And again, a very, very dominant goalie, but just like Mike Vernon, not the biggest drink of water, at most 5'7", 155. But his style of play was very, very consistent. Now, you can't look at a career where there was only really one bad game he had internationally. That was Team USA in the third period, but he never started the game. Don't know why taking Myshkin out unless he said to Tretiak, you make one more mistake. Maybe didn't even trust him at the Challenge Cup. So being put in Game 3 in the Challenge Cup led to the game against the States. And don't forget, Tretiak was kind of ineffective against Team Canada prior to the loss to the States. So Tikhonov would play mind games. So, ladies and gentlemen, Vladimir Myshkin, again, the lost superstar of the USSR, not as good as Tretiak, but a good number 2, just like Hayward to Patrick Waugh. If you like what we're doing here with our Russian national team podcast, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. This is an international channel, so the international listeners of my podcast channel, this is for you. And don't forget, like we say in Russia, keep your stick in the ice. Have a good day. Bye.